warm welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Heshain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. National Building Research Organization says the increased air pollution in Colombo over the past few days has subsided. Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka says Sajid Premadasa's election manifesto has given prominence to uplift the entrepreneurs and technology-driven economy. News in detail. The National Building Research Organization says the increased air pollution in Colombo over the past few days has subsided, but advised the people with respiratory issues to be cautious.
Addressing a media briefing held yesterday, the National Building Research Organization stated that the air pollution in Colombo rose to more than double its normal levels last Wednesday. At the same time, the US Embassy's air quality monitor in Colombo indicated unhealthy values with 167 air quality index recorded by Tuesday night. The index level between 151 and 200 indicates possible health effects for everyone, it further added. Subsequently, the NBRO says the deterioration in air quality level could have been triggered by pollution in New Delhi, which had been categorized as hazardous. The air quality index reached as high as 858 in some areas in New Delhi Monday evening after breaching 1,000 over the weekend. However, advising those who are suffering from respiratory problems to be careful, the senior National Building Research Organization senior scientist Sarath Premasiri states that the hazardous condition in Sri Lanka has subsided, recording air quality index of 38, which means air quality is considered satisfactory and air pollution poses little or no risk today morning.
We have monitoring some air quality in Colombo and some other areas. So last 2 days we saw that our particulate matter levels in the atmosphere has gone significantly high, considerable amount. So we have looked at those data in closely and analyzed those situations, whether how it is impact to our peoples. So according to the US IAQ air quality index values, the levels has gone sometime up to more than 150. Now that situation is gone away from us. So this is mainly depend on the due to the meteorological condition of our region as well as within the country. So depending on those things, we are looking in closely whether this thing happen again, and not only the Sri Lanka but surrounding areas in the region, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh and China and all those countries also face this same problem in this period. So our atmosphere also getting that affected with this pollution level.
Meanwhile, addressing the same media briefing, Dr. Tilak Siriwardana advised the public from ways to be unaffected by this air pollution.
So we can take measures to reduce their contact with this polluted air. To do that, we are advising the people to use masks. The mask should be the self-made mask or something can buy in the market for a very low cost. And also they can stop making the environment polluted, like burning or some activities making dust. So that will help us to reduce prevent the air pollution further. And the smoking. Smoking is also a contributor for the smoke or the particles in the air.
Let's now look at the latest developments of the looming presidential election from the Next President segment. Minister of Megapolis and Western Development Patali Champika Ranawaka highlights that NDF presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa election manifesto has given prominence to uplift the entrepreneurs and technology-driven economy. Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka made these claims addressing a Mega Minds program organized by the Ministry of Megapolis and Western Development today. Accordingly, addressing the Mega Minds program, Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka mentioned that the NDF presidential candidate Sajid Premadasa's manifesto, Sajid's Social Revolution, is made incorporating the political expertise of Sajid Premadasa coupled with the input of many stakeholders, experts and policy makers. He went on to state that Sajid Premadasa's manifesto is a holistic one which pays key attention to the national security, country's economy, social welfare and environmental status. Minister also reiterated that new national security plan will be adopted after concerning the April attacks. Minister also said that the Ministry of Megapolis and Western Development was facing a loss of 39 billion rupees when he took over the ministry and that his leadership to the ministry has rectified many issues. UPFA parliamentarian Dr. Sarath Amanugama states that SLPP presidential candidate's election manifesto says the country should have IT-driven economy coupled with social welfare. Thus, the parliamentarian Dr. Sarath Amanugama made these claims addressing a media briefing organized by the SLPP yesterday morning.
So, his idea is we must use this IT technology and marry it with social welfare. Earlier, everybody said you must use IT for knowledge-based society. We also said that
it's different.
for technology. But now we have to go to a new area. This is his new contribution. Country also must know that you must have educated, IT-savvy, modern people in control. Otherwise, we can't go on. And one good thing I must say that if you look at all the candidates now, they are different, not the old candidates. That's something good for this country.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. Welcome back after the break. President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday said he does not agree with the campaign promises given by the two presidential frontrunners to provide free of charge chemical fertilizers to local farmers. The president made these remarks while addressing the event held to west the newly constructed line institutes in Ambana, New Town, with its residents.
President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday declared open the sluice gates of the Kaluganga Reservoir ceremoniously, marking the completion of the project. The Kaluganga Reservoir project comes under the Mega Moragahakanda Kaluganga Multipurpose Development Project. The president subsequently vested several line institutes with the public, including Ambana Divisional Hospital, Samurdhi Bank, Govijana Service Centre and bus stand constructed at a cost of 1,200 rupees under Moragahakanda Kaluganga Multipurpose Development Project. President Sirisena, speaking with the general public, said that his perspective is that the country must adopt a policy that abandons the use of chemical fertilizer and adopt the practice of using organic fertilizer for agricultural purposes. He also added that if chemical fertilizers are to be given to the people free of charge, we might as well import kidneys along with these chemical fertilizer shipments. The president stressed that the country must renounce the use of chemical fertilizers.
Japanese Cultural Festival 2019, a beautiful harmony organized by the Embassy of Japan in Sri Lanka, will be held tomorrow at the Colombo City Centre from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. This event is organized to commemorate the enthronement of His Majesty the Emperor and the dawning of a new Japanese era, Reiwa translated to mean a beautiful harmony, which is also the main theme of this year's cultural event. A beautiful harmony is represented through 4 dimensions in this event: the pursuit of a way in Zen philosophy, blend of old and new, merge of human hearts, and finally the fusion of Sri Lanka and Japan. This cultural festival calls out to people of all ages, and the senior visitors will have the opportunity to observe ikebana and bonsai demonstrations and learn a few techniques and skills about these traditional arts, while the junior and adolescent visitors will particularly enjoy an array of martial arts performances, sway to the rhythm of J-pop music, and also relish in flying paper planes. And now a review on the stock performances for the past week and a stock forecast for the coming week will be brought to you by a subject expert at First Capital Holdings.
The stock market witnessed a downtrend during the week, falling for 4th straight session on Thursday as profit-taking was witnessed by investors ahead of the presidential election on 16 November. Turnover levels remain above at 500 million throughout the week, while on 5th November turnover reached nearly 2 billion rupee, recording the highest turnover in 7 weeks amidst parcel trades in John Keel's. A net foreign outflow was witnessed throughout the week except on Tuesday. With the upcoming presidential elections, which will be held next week, and due to the short week as a result of holidays, we expect market activities to moderate, while the earnings of companies that is likely to be released during the next week until 15th is likely to be positive, with lower interest rates impacting the earnings as we witnessed with already released earnings. Thereby, we expect earnings of companies to show significant improvement. We expect foreigners to continue to be on the selling side, although strong buying interest is likely to be witnessed from locals, especially on mid-cap counters, absorbing the impact.
Stay tuned for stock updates right after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 22.55 points to close at 5,954.62, and the S&P SL20 gained 16.67 points to close at 2,951.99. The turnover was 722 million rupees and over 37 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. And that's all news for today. Do join us tomorrow with Best Roundup. Until then, take care. Good night.